And
All right, welcome to Curve Room Podcast. So, so let's get into the boardroom and let's talk about it.
Yos.
E-
Yeah. Welcome.
yeah,
Greetings and salutations. Ooses. Um, yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's the intro. Uh,
yeah,
usually we have something to say at the beginning, but I'm just ready to start already. I'm ready to start the
yeah,
show. Um, I will say the best thing. I thought the best thing. I thought the best thing on the show honestly was the Sami Zayn Cody stuff. That promo was
yeah,
good. I gotta give Cody credit. That was actually really good. Sami Zayn, besides Trick, I think Sammy's the most entertaining character on the show right now. Of like his whole thing of I'm still the good guy, guys. Believe me. But it's the delusional heel thinks he's still doing the right things. It's just he's got a very interesting character. And honestly, if Gunther doesn't beat Cody for the belt, I kind of want Sammy to win it. Because Cody's so boring as champion. I wouldn't mind Sami Zayn winning
yeah,
it, honestly. With the current character Sammy's got, I would not mind him winning it at all. It's very entertaining. Also, where's Drew McIntyre, by the way? I think he's taking time off. I think he was like I think he recently was done like I think recently there was a story that came out that like he filmed a movie in Scotland. So I think he just took time off to film so, like to be in a movie. He's
all
not
right,
going full Hollywood or anything. It was just a one-time thing just to take some time away. Try something different. He's from Scotland. He
yeah,
wanted to do something in his hometown. If in his home country. He's Scottish. He wanted to do something at home. He's been off since he lost to Jacob at Mania. I do miss him. Drew right now on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre is sorely missed. He's a fun mic talker on like good promo. Like, he's sorely missed right now on SmackDown. I can't wait till he comes back.
mm-hmm.
CM Punk is also sorely missed.
Yeah,
And for those who have not seen the news everywhere right now, there is some major CM Punk news right now. We'll get to that at the end because it's crazy, and it's really dumb, and I don't believe any of it. But it is in the news though. As Trick Williams will say, let's talk about it. But later on.
mm-hmm.
Um, Also, I didn't tell you before we started, but I have a theory about the LA Knight thing. So, spoiler for those who don't know, we'll get to it later. But LA Knight lost in the main event. He got pinned by Jey Uso, which I'm annoyed about.
Yeah,
Um, I have a theory on it. I want to see your opinion on it before we start. Do you
all
think
right.
do you think LA Knight got pinned? Do you think they pinned him because they heard what he said this week on Chris Van Vliet and they wanted to punish him? That's a theory I have.
Well, I didn't see the episode. So,
Um,
what did he say?
there was one part of the episode where he was pretty much saying he feels like he's been underutilized in the company and like he's not being used to his full potential, which he's not wrong. Because he's not on the show enough and the fans still love him. He's honestly not completely wrong on that.
Yeah, I can see why he said that, but he may be punished, but
I don't
I
know because
doubt it. But
that's something Vince would do. Vince used to do that all the time, but like
yeah,
not Triple H. So I don't know.
or or maybe TKO. But
Yeah, that's true. Or they were just want Jay to win because they love Jey Uso because Yeet.
yeah,
They're obsessed with making him a single star still when like really people did not like it. Stop doing it. I thought him and Jimmy were a tag team again. What are we doing?
yeah. He just want to be a Roman.
I still can't believe this guy tapped out Gunther at WrestleMania. I still can't believe Jey Uso did. Jey Uso tapped out the ring general. I can't believe that happened still. That's still disgusting to me.
Oh, it did.
Hmm?
Yeah, well, it did.
Yeah, I wish it never happened. Looking back on like originally when it happened, I was like, this is a great moment, but looking back on it now I wish it didn't happen because they're making Gunther weaker and weaker by the weeks.
If I can
This man used
turn
like
back
they're
time.
I feel like they're killing his character because like he used to have this whole thing with his character where like he didn't lose a lot. Like that's been a thing of his character for years now. It's like he doesn't lose that much. He doesn't get pinned that much, and he's retired Goldberg, John Cena. He just retired 3 people, and now now I feel like since then he's been losing a lot. Like they're killing his character. Like the whole Gunther doesn't lose often thing is like that thing that's dying now because he's been losing a lot. They're killing his character. The whole Gunther doesn't lose much thing is dead. He's starting to lose more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all. I just wanted to mention at the beginning. I'm ready to start.
Yep.
So, starts with Cody in the back. The boring WWE champion Cody Rhodes is in the back of SmackDown GM Nick Aldis, and Aldis says Gunther hasn't told him anything yet, but he's sure they'll find out later tonight what's going on after last week and stuff. And then Cody says, "That's fine. Let's have a good SmackDown." So Cody keeps walking. He runs into the Usos, and Jimmy gives him a fist pump, but Jay hesitates, and then he says he's gonna win King of the Ring, come after Cody's belt. And Cody says he hopes he does because if anybody deserves to chase that title, it's Jay. But he hopes it's Jay's decision and not Roman's decision. Oh boy.
Mm.
Which because Roman did say on Raw to Jay, if you win King of the Ring, he was like, you already won my title, Gunther. Now it's time to go get Cody's title. He did say that to him, so it could be just for Roman. Who knows? Yeah. And then what's next? Okay. So again, but then commentary tells us so the reason why Rhea Ripley was not on the show tonight, she has currently has a knee injury being checked out, and she should return soon. That's Wade Bauer said that on commentary. So but what first they said was like it's she's injured, but like it's not bad enough where she's gotta vacate the belt. Like she's not gonna be gone for long. She's not gonna vacate the championship or anything. But she's got a knee injury, and that's why she wasn't on the show tonight. Because I was wondering that at first too. I was like, where the hell was Rhea on this show? That's why. She's got a knee injury. So she's not gonna be gone for long. She's still champion. Nothing's being vacated. Then we get in the back. Jade Cargill having a backstage interview, having her awful promos as usual. She's in the back of her new faction, Medium B-Fab, and Jade says she built her career off of pressure, and if she won it once, she can win it twice, because she won Queen of the Ring last year, and beat Tiffany for the belt. That's what she's referring to. And she says, Rhea, I'm gonna get my lick back, and I'll see you at SummerSlam. That did not happen. She will not be going to SummerSlam because she did not win this match. But that's the first match up next, which I need to set up now. I'm gonna go set it up. All right, here we go. The first match of the night. This is the last first round match for the Queen of the Ring. So after this match, all the rest of the matches now going forward, the semifinals. This is the last first round match. Fatal 4-way. It's Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Lyra Valkyria, and Ruca, who is currently the women's IC champion on Raw. So she got a championship right now. This is a fun match. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Just making sure. I didn't hear any background noise.
No, yeah.
Yeah, fun fatal 4-way. As I said to you before we start recording, I was watching it at the gym. While me and my brother were at the gym, like they had like these TVs on the ceiling, and SmackDown was playing in the gym on the TV. So I was really watching the show while I was watching this match while I was on the treadmill. It was kind of funny. The TV was muted, I guess. People working out, so it was muted, but like it showed subtitles. So I saw what the commentators were saying.
Yeah.
Just the subtitles, but it was kind of a funny experience just watching it while I was on a treadmill. I saw the whole match on the treadmill, and what I saw, even though she didn't win, man, Ruca looked impressive in there. They made her look like a star in that match. She was a standout of the match. She stole the match. She looked awesome in there. And the soul snatcher on Jade Cargill was incredible. That was clean. That was a smooth soul snatcher. I love her finishing. That finisher is so cool. Soul snatcher's awesome. I like that she has her own finisher. Like, I like that it's her own unique move. Like Randy's got the RKO. Seth Rollins has the curve stomp. Like their own unique moves. I like that she has her own unique move. Like that's her move. But yeah, banger match. Even Jade Cargill looked good in there. She kind of sucks in the ring, but again, Lyra, Ruca, Charlotte run. They kind of all carried, but
yeah,
it was a fun match. But Ruca now won. She looked great. Charlotte won. Who the hell did she pin? Hang on. Let me look at my phone again. I forgot who she pinned. Charlotte won, and okay, she pinned Lyra. Actually, no, it was actually no submission. She tapped her out. I forgot she tapped her out. Oh, you went into a submission and tapped out Lyra. Won the match. But during the match, there was some stuff that happened. There was some stuff happened during the match too. During the match, at one point, Jade Cargill's little faction, me and B-Fab. I'm just gonna call them the baddies since that was her faction in AEW. I don't know what else to call. They don't have a faction. They don't have a faction name yet for these three. But when Jade had a faction in AEW, they were called the baddies. So I'm just gonna call them the baddies. It's easier than saying me and B-Fab. Like I don't want to say their names every time. It's annoying. So the baddies are at ringside, and since the Fatal 4-Way, there is no DQ. So they tried to attack Charlotte pretty much, the two of them. And then Tiffany Stratton came out, Women's US Champ. Tiffany, after last week, she was teaming with Charlotte and all that. So Tiffany came out to save Charlotte. She started beating them up. She pretty much attacked them away. They rolled into the crowd. So basically that was their way of basically getting all the ringside interference away. Like no one's there to interfere. Yeah. Tiffany chased them off. But then they tried to come back, and then Alexa Bliss came out because Alexa lost her first round match last week, so she's not in the tournament anymore. But she was just trying to help Charlotte pretty much to start a tag team. She was just there to help Charlotte because she already lost her first round. So Alexa Bliss came out and helped as well with Tiffany, and after that, then pretty much everyone was gone from ringside, and then Charlotte won with the submission, and that was the end of the match. So now that was the last first round match. So now in the Queen of the Ring tournament, there's the next two matches are both semi-final matches, and they're both next week. On Raw, it's going to be Liv versus Charlotte, and then SmackDown's going to be Io versus Raquel. Those are our two semi-finals, and so then the winners, those two matches, the winners are going to be the finals at Night of Champions on pay-per-view. So that's what they said, that the King and Queen finals are going to be both at the Night of Champions pay-per-view. That's what the winners are going to be crowned. And those winners get a title shot at SummerSlam. So yeah, should be fun. I like that. I love that they make King and Queen of the Ring like actually feel important instead of just like, I'm a king, look at me, all hail to me. Like I like that they actually made like some stakes to this tournament now of like, but they did this last year too. But I like that they give it stakes for like, it's kind of like almost like the Rumble winner gets shot Mania. It's like their version of that for SummerSlam. I like to get some stakes. Yeah, fun opener. Anything you want to say about it?
No, it was good.
Yeah. Like I said, I was just impressed by Ruca. Ruca is a star. She's a star. Mark my words. Whenever she loses this belt, mark my words, I think she might win the Royal Rumble in the future. One of these years, she's gonna win a Rumble. Watch. Calling it right now.
No, I can see it.
Yeah, she is the future. She's so good. I mean, clearly they see her as the future too, because she's been on the main roster for like a month, and she already beat Becky Lynch and won a belt from her. That's a big deal. If you're getting called up and you already beat, and your first month in, you're beating Becky Lynch and winning a belt that quickly, that shows how much that shows what they see in it. One of their biggest names, WrestleMania main eventer. First ever main event for the women. Got beaten by Ruca. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it for the match. Then Tiffany Stratton's in the back, being interviewed again. She says she's not going to pretend that she and Charlotte are besties or anything, but they both agree they don't want Jade as their champion. Then the baddies come back again. And then Chelsea Green comes in screaming like a psycho with a kendo stick, waving it around. They're still doing this little thing of like Chelsea Green pretty much turned babyface. She's pretty much a babyface now. and she's trying to team with Tiffany, and Tiffany's like, I want nothing to do with you. You're annoying. Get away from me. But Chelsea's trying to get on her good side. She pretty much turned babyface in this storyline. She hasn't done any heel things at all. Then another backstage thing, the Usos are in the back, and the lapdog, Jacob Fatu, comes in. They ask him why he's here, and Jacob says the Tribal Chief sent him. The Usos say he already called the play, and he's not supposed to get involved in Jay's match later. And Jacob says he's not here for them, he's here for Solo Sikoa. And he asks Jimmy Uso, who told him to come out tonight. Jimmy says he's here for his brother, and they agree to stay out of each other's way, more or less. And Jacob says, I'm only here because Roman told me to come here for Solo. He wants me to bring Solo back to the family, which just didn't make any sense to me. Roman did not mention anything about wanting Solo back in the family. Where the hell did this come from? Isn't that kind of odd? I don't know where this is happening. Do you find that kind of weird? Last week, Roman wasn't on Raw this week, but last week when he was on Raw, Roman didn't mention Solo Sikoa once. Now all of a sudden he wants Solo back in the bloodline? Where the hell did this come from? How does this make any sense? I don't know, it was weird because it was so out of nowhere. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Then we get another Blake Monroe video. She's been having little videos to hype up her SmackDown debut incoming. Last time she called out Rhea, the time before that she called out Tiffany. This time she's calling out Charlotte. She says Charlotte's one of the greats, and she says her and Alexa Bliss are great together. A thing she would, but they're not true stars. True stars shine brighter alone. That's pretty much it. She's just calling them out. Then there's a lot of backstage things in a row here. Then Nick Aldis is in the back. When Gunther comes in, Nick Aldis says everything is set up. They're just waiting for the ring general stipulation because the whole thing, because Gunther got screwed by the ref in the last match of Cody. For this rematch they're having for the title, Gunther gets to choose a stipulation for the match. And he tells Nick Aldis he wants to have a special guest ref for a rematch. And he wants to pick who the ref is. Nick Aldis says, who's it going to be? And Gunther tells him he'll let him know by the end of the night. If it isn't obvious already, I mean, you can kind of, I won't spoil it now, we'll get to that, but it's pretty obvious who it is. It's the only other guy on the show that's been interacting with Cody and Gunther. It's pretty obvious who it is already. Yeah. Then, Finn Balor's interviewed in the back. Like I said, there's so many backstage things in a row here. Finn Balor's in the back. Most of the show, honestly, was backstage stuff because there wasn't a lot of matches on the show. Most of the stuff was backstage. Finn Balor's in the back being interviewed. This is his first time on SmackDown since being traded over. Since the ending of the Judgment Day, Jade McDonough stuff. This is Finn's first appearance since getting traded. He's the first time on SmackDown now. Finn says he's excited to be on SmackDown. He's got a lot of friends here, but also a lot of old foes. And first things first, he's in King of the Ring tonight in the main event. R-Truth comes in and he says it's great to have Judgment Day back together. And he, Damian Priest, and Mommy are excited to welcome him back, but he can't figure out the best way to bring Royce Keys in. Basically, R-Truth thinks Judgment Day still together because Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Rhea are all on the same show. All the Judgment Day outcasts, all three of the members that got kicked out are all on the same show now, by the way. That's kind of crazy, actually, if you think about it. Finn, Damian, and Rhea, three members that got kicked out are all on one brand together.
Well, what's next? The old Judgment Day versus new Judgment Day?
I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Liv Morgan, JD, and Dominic versus Damian, Finn, Rhea. 6-person tag, 3-on-3. I can see it. Possible. like they have the people to do it. 2 males, 1 female. Rhea and Liv, and then Dominic, JD, and then Finn, Damian. And Damian Priest comes in and he says he and Finn, pretty much Damian and Finn have a pretty cold-hearted greeting, kind of oh, what's up, old pal? They still don't like each other because in Judgment Day, Finn betrayed Damian and kicked him out, so they're still not on the same page getting along or anything. And then Truth says it's gonna be fun. They're the tag champs, him and Damian, and Finn is gonna be king of the ring, and they're gonna build an ice castle together. I don't know. Finn says he's gonna go get ready, and he leaves. Then Truth just yells, "We love you, Finn!" And Damien says, "Stop doing that. Focus on being tag champs. It's just the two of us." And Truth says, "That's classic Judgment Day. Live, laugh, and love." That was the end of that. Now, next match. I gotta set it up. Okay, it's next match. So, these two teams have been feuding. Women's tag champs, Paige and Brie Bella. I've been feuding at the Fatal Influence, the newest faction on the show. It's weird this wasn't for the tag titles, but it wasn't. So Fallon, Henley, and Lainey Reid, the two members of the group that aren't Gacy Jane, like the tag team of the faction, they fought Paige and Brie. It was a non-title match though. The women's tag titles were not on the line. Paige and Brie did not defend them. It was non-title, which is weird, but yeah, they won. Which, like, what was the purpose then? Like the champions won the match and a non-title match. So what was the purpose of this? Like you could just made a title defense and they could have just retained. Weird, but okay. And Gacy Jane got kicked in ringside because the ref saw her trying to interfere, and that was it. They won. Like, there wasn't really much. There's not really much to talk about here. They just won. Champions got a win. That's all it really was. So nothing really happened. That was it. Then backstage, this is why we're still doing this. Sami Zayn is chatting of Johnny Gargano again, and Johnny Gargano, you guessed it, he's still laying on that crate, looking stupid. Meanwhile, he's got his tag partner Tommaso Ciampa over in AEW feeding Chris Jericho. And we got Johnny laying on a crate. Why are we doing this? Sammy's complaining to Johnny, saying he can't win around here. He can't win matches anymore, and he's got to start asking himself some serious questions. And Candice LeRae's in the background. She says, "Your serious questions include when you're going to get up and do something about it." And Sammy says, "That's exactly it. I gotta go do something about this. Thanks, Johnny." And then Candice is like, "Well, I was the one to give you the advice." Then they announced that CM Punk's going to be a meet and greet for WWE next month, and he's not going to AEW. He's still here. Then back in commercial, Angel and Berto are in Danhausen's lab. They're begging him to recurse the Knicks. New York Knicks. They want the Knicks to lose. They want him to recurse them, and Danhausen's like, "No, I watched the finals and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to do that." And then they offer him a big stack of human monies. That's what Danhausen says. He says human money. Mark Cardona comes in. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. He comes in and says, he's one of the Knicks cursed again. Mark Cardona's from New York, so of course, he's one of them cursed. Danhausen says, "I want human monies," but then Cardona says he doesn't have any. And I don't know why this was a stupid backage. I love Danhausen, but this was kind of stupid. Kid Wilson comes in to yell at Danhausen for factory resetting Miz back to 2010 by electrocuting him. Okay. Danhausen asks Miz what he thinks of Danhausen, and Miz says he's awesome. What? I don't understand any of this. This whole thing didn't make any sense. Basically, Danhausen has Miz like mind control from electrocuting him. I don't know. It was weird. I think Kid Wilson got electrocuted too. I don't know what this was. This was strange.
Yeah.
But the next thing is probably the best thing on the show. Let me get this match first. Okay, here we go. Next thing. This was my favorite thing on the show, personally. This promo. So it was Cody and Sami. Sami Zayn comes out and he says, he says he was in Europe the last couple of weeks during the Italy tour. By the way, they're back in the U.S. now, so this wasn't taped. Like, this was actually a live show. They're finally back in the U.S. So we're back to normally scheduled programming. And he says he was in Europe the last few weeks, and he's not comparing crowds, but he will say that his ride or die fans showed up in full force cheering him at those shows. But we're all here, and we have two choices: either sit with a sour look and boo him, or you can ride or die with the last real good guy in his company. As much as he'd love to come out here and party with his diehards, that's not why he's here. He wants to clear the air of one man. He knows he's back there. Come on out, Cody. So Cody Rhodes comes out. And then Cody says, "Sami, what do you want to talk about?" And Sami asks, this was funny. Sami asks, "Could you stop being the American Nightmare for 1 second and just be my friend Cody?" So they can have an honest conversation. There's been a power in the last few months, a series of misunderstandings, situations where he helps Cody and finds himself paying the price over and over for it. He says Cody made him feel like the worst person in the world a few weeks ago when he let Gunther choke him out. But being honest, he deserved it that night. Last week, Cody was in the same position. Sammy does the right thing and it helps. And how does that end? He's still flat on his back, with Cody standing tall. So he has to ask himself: is this an accident? He wants to know the truth. That's all. Sammy's all that. So then Cody says he's basically asking him to explain everything to him when Sammy's one of the best in the world. And so basically, Sam, I don't get this part. Hang on, I'm trying to read this. The two of them shouldn't even be standing here. Think about it. 2 years ago, WrestleMania 40, Sammy was in the ring of him when he beat Roman and finished the story. Sammy says he wasn't just some guy. He was the first guy out there before Kevin Owens, before Jay, Punk, Randy, John Cena. If anybody had reason to have sour grapes about Cody winning, it'd be him. But to this day, he's happy Cody won because he's a good guy around here. He was happy for him. He really was. But all those guys he listed, how many of them are still his friends now? That's true. Everyone in the ring that was celebrating Cody that night, they all turned on him. No one likes him. So Sammy says, think about it. Is the problem all those guys, or is the problem you, Cody? That's a great point. Cody thinks about it for a moment and says, everything's about chains, and Sammy knows that. Every day you gotta be better than the last, and Cody wasn't able to be honest with Kevin, Randy, or Cena, the way he's being honest with Sami Zayn right now. And Sammy says that's what he wants. Cody raises his voice, gets angry, and he says, he's standing here and taking the fire, and they're booing Sammy and saying he sucks. Because the thing is, lately, Sammy, you do suck. You're whining, crying, complaining. You're not the Sammy I used to be on the road with. If anything, you're just desperate. Let's not pretend that's about anything between the two of them, other than the championship. And he owes Sammy an apology. He's sorry that he has that, and that means that Sammy. He's sorry he gets a title that Sami Zayn will never have. Then Sammy slaps him in the face. He gets angry. And then he kind of instantly regrets it and starts apologizing. Then Cody slaps him back. And Sammy nods and leaves the ring. He just leaves. But then Sammy grabs a chair and tries to run back in. And but then he kind of like reconsiders and walks away. Basically, like his character's conflicted. Like he doesn't know if he wants to attack him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's pretty the end of the segment. He just backed off. So the next thing, this was really good too. It's back here thing of Soul. Did you see this at all in the show? The Soul Sokoa Jacob Fatu thing. Did you see this? Okay, this backstage thing. This was Solo Sokoa basically cut back his promo. This was probably the best promo he's had in months. This was really good. Solo Sokoa was really good here. So this is what happened. I love it. This was really good too on the show. This was our thing in the show I like the most. Jacob comes in while Solo's in the back, and Solo said, "What the hell do you want?" Jacob says, he has a message from Roman. It's been way too long, and Roman wants Solo to come home. And Solo asks if Roman really wants him to come home. That ain't a home. It's a doghouse. Jacob's just his lapdog, and Solo doesn't understand why. Solo says, "What happened to you, Jacob? You used to be a killer. Everyone was afraid of you. You were the Samoan werewolf, and now you're just Roman's lackey." And he says, "You know I'm right, Jacob, because you're still standing here." And Jacob has done nothing but come here and deliver a message. He says Roman's done nothing but embarrass, humiliate, and make you kneel like a dog in front of the whole world. And that's not how you treat someone you love in your family. So why would Roman want him back? So he can be treated the same way. Roman can go to hell. That's all said all that. Then Jacob says, "I understand where you're coming from. I get I agree with all the stuff you're saying, but I made my decision. I gotta stand by business. So if the OTC sends me after you, Solo, I'm coming for you." And Solo says, "That's fine. Go tell Roman if he wants me to come back home, then he can come and get me himself." Solo was really good here. That was like, he was spitting facts. He's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, who's the real baby face here? Because Solo Sokoa spitting facts. The next thing, this was random, but I didn't mind it. Like this is kind of out of nowhere. So during the AAA Mask vs. Mask Americano match, Rey Fenix, Penta's brother, Rey Fenix won the AAA Cruiserweight title. So he's the AAA Cruiserweight champion. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because he's defending it next in this match. He's defending that title. Actually, let me set it up. Hang on. Go.
Here we go
All right. Yeah. So also Undertaker tweeted this match after he was like promoting it because he's in charge of Triple A and all that. So that was kind of cool. I saw his thing on Twitter earlier. Um, I believe this was Rey Fenix's first defense of the belt too. Like I don't since he won at the Masters of Mask show. I don't think he's defended it on Triple A. Like I don't think he's defended it on their show yet. So I think this was actually his first defense of the belt too. So Rey Fenix defended it against Axiom, one half of the Fraxium tag team. Axiom. They're named to Fraser and Axiom. Fraxium. He defended against Axiom. By the way, they actually returned on NXT earlier this week, and they had a banger tag team match on NXT this week. They did really good together. Yeah. This was a really fun match. It was random. It was kind of out of nowhere, like just out of the blue. Hey, we're getting a cruiserweight Triple A title match on the show. But you know what? At least they're using Rey Fenix. At least they're using him because when you look at how he's been booked on the show compared to Penta, what the hell are they doing? Okay. When you look at how he's being booked compared to Penta, though.
No, I heard you.
What? What happened?
No, I heard you.
Okay. When you see it,
I heard you.
Compared to Penta, Rey Fenix is being booked not as good at all, but at least he was on the show. And he won the match. He retained, by the way. He retained the belt. He beat Axiom. Pretty fun lucha match. I'm glad they actually gave him a cruiserweight to defend against. It is a cruiserweight title. Axiom's a cruiserweight, so at least they followed the rules. Yeah, and that was it. Then Gunther's in the back of Nick Aldis, and Gunther says he's made his decision. He's got a lot of experience in these kind of situations, and he thought about the human factor, and he decided he needed a guy with his heart in the right place, a good guy, maybe the last real good guy. So Gunther wants the rematch against Cody for the belt next week on SmackDown, not Night of Champions. Next week at SmackDown, and he wants the guest referee to be Sami Zayn. So that's gonna be interesting. That should be fun. Also, I think next week's SmackDown is also the last 3-hour one as well. Before it goes back to 2 hours because of Braun Strowman's show. So, next week's a pretty big episode. That's a big main event for the final 3-hour show for a while. I think after next week it's back at 2 hours because the third hour for SmackDown is going to be taken over by Braun Strowman's food eating show that he does, which I actually want to check out. At the gym earlier, that was actually on for a little bit too. Braun Strowman show, they were like showing a rerun of one of the episodes, and it looks like a pretty fun show. I think you would like it too. I actually kind of want to check it out. It was actually pretty fun to watch. He goes to all these different restaurants and tries every meal on the menu. It's actually really fun. It's fun to watch.
Pretty much another Guy Fieri, but bigger.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining. I kind of want to check it out. So yeah, that's why it's going back in 2 hours because his show's coming back of a new season, and it's going to be airing every Friday during the third hour. That's why so SmackDown's becoming 2 hours because his show's coming back. Yeah, so thank you, Braun Strowman. The quicker the show ends, the quicker I can get the podcast done. So thank you, Braun Strowman, for helping. Yeah. So big week next week. Final 3-hour show, a big main event. Then, the next thing, actually, let me get out of this match. A second. Okay, here we go. Next thing. United States Champion Trick Williams comes out with Lil Yachty back. They come out together. He wasn't here last week, so it's nice to see him back this week. Yachty gets on the mic first and gives Trick a big intro. And then Trick says, usually they come out here and it's a big party, but today he needs to get something off his chest. Trick says after last week in his King of the Ring first round match, the one Dominic Mysterio won, he says Dominic cheated him, but Trick admits last week he did lose that match. He didn't like it, didn't feel good. But the truth is, in a weird way, it woke something up in him, and he feels a fire he hasn't felt in a long time. He wants to step up his game and bring SmackDown to new levels and new heights. He wants to be the man that leads the brand, and the fact is, Trick is the leader of the new school. Losing last week pissed him off, and he's going to step up and show what he's capable of. He didn't get pinned though, so they kind of protected him in defeat, which is nice. He says his name is Trick Williams. He's still the U.S. champion, still a Hollywood Trick, Still missing lemon pepper steppers. He's still Trick James, bitch. I don't know what he meant by that, but all right. Then Ricky Saints comes out. Then before you can even say anything, then Carmelo Hayes comes out and pushes him aside. These two both been kind of feeding a Trick the last couple weeks. I think this is gonna be a triple threat for the belt. I don't know about you. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints have been having this. They've had like 2 matches against each other. They've been both calling out Trick. I think it's gonna lead to a triple threat for the belt, which should be a banger. Honestly, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. But Carmelo Hayes is a mic. He tells Trick to listen up. We're cutting all that off now. Here's the problem. And then Ricky gets a mic. But Carmelo still continues. Carmelo Hayes. He says, Trick comes out here, catchphrase after catchphrase, like a Dr. Seuss book. And he used Trick to make up his mind. Stop aura farming and pick who you're going to defend your belt against. That's what Carmelo Hayes says. Stop aura farming is crazy. Then Ricky Saints says, if there's any discussion, he should be the guy. And Melo says, no, Ricky needs to cut out of the picture because before he came along, he and Trick had something going, including NXT. Carmelo Hayes says they're willing to kill each other for a shot of the guy who doesn't want to defend the title. Ricky says he beat Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo says he beat him. So they're basically going back and forth. Like, I beat you. No, I beat you. They both defend each other once each. And Trick says it doesn't matter. Just figure it out. And whoever finally wins this whole thing can come see him. Until then, shut the hell up while grown folks are talking. And Trick goes to leave, and then Ricky shoves Carmelo Hayes into him to knock. It basically becomes a three-person brawl. Like all three of them start brawling, but in the end, Trick stands tall. They made our boy Trick stand tall in the brawl. Fun stuff. The fact that all three of them are brawling, that's why I think it's gonna be a triple threat. That was fun. Then backstage, Royce Keys is in the back. And Solo Sikoa comes in. He says he's not trying to make Royce's night any harder, but they need to talk. The bloodline is here, and he knows what they're doing here. One more play they're going to run. They're here to make sure Jey Uso makes through the round the King of the Ring. And who else is here? Jacob Fatu. And Royce Keys calls Jacob. Royce Keys calls Jake. Wait. Oh. Royce Keys pretty much says Jacob's not family anymore. He took a knee for Roman. You shouldn't try to get him in your family anymore. And Solo isn't saying Royce needs to fight him or with him. He just doesn't want to see him become a casualty of Roman's war. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah.
Now I guess up next match. Alright, so this was set up earlier with the opening of the show, the whole brawl, Tiffany and Jade's faction. This was set up earlier. It's a tag match. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green versus the baddies. Jade Cargill ringside. It was an alright tag match. I mean, like, it was. Yeah, I don't know. Most of it was during our commercial break, so we didn't really see much of it. But it was just generic tag match. That's all it really was. I mean, Tiffany was great. Chelsea, I like. I mean, yeah, that's so like they were fun to watch. That's really it. Toward the end of the match, though, Jade pulls Tiffany off the apron when the ref isn't looking, and that kind of distracts her enough for me and to pin Chelsea Green. So the heels won. Tiffany didn't get pinned though, which is good because I mean she's the women's U.S. champion. Don't pin your champion. So Chelsea to the pinfall. After the match, Tiffany runs in the ring to try to attack the group, and then Jade lays her out. Jade Cargill lays her out. They hold her belt up, and I'm thinking to myself, oh God, now we're getting Jade Cargill challenging Tiffany for the U.S. title. Great. If for those who don't remember, when Tiffany Stratton was the main champ last year, when she was holding Rhea's belt last year, she defended that belt against Jade Cargill like 5 times. We saw Tiffany versus Jade Cargill one-on-one enough times last year. I don't want to see it again. Please don't. That was that. Then backstage, Kiana James being interviewed last week. She finally turned on Julia, like they broke up. Their teams no longer. She's saying her friend betrayed her. She ruined her life. She did everything for Julia, and the one time she asked for help, she's useless. Then Julia comes in and says, she only needed Kiana's help with English, not being a fighter. And now she knows better English, so she finally has the words to say this, and she slaps Kiana in the face. That's all it was. Then in the back,
Yeah.
Finn Balor's in the back and runs into Tama Tonga. And Tama Tonga says, "It's been a long time. Welcome to SmackDown. Good luck tonight." So this is actually a reference. So you know how Tama Tonga
Mm-hmm.
in the back has been like talking up Shinsuke because they were in Bullet Club together. Well, same thing as Finn Balor. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the Shinsuke segments of Tama Tonga in the back.
Yeah.
Like they used to be in Bullet Club together in New Japan. Finn Balor was also with
Yeah.
them in New Japan. So this was kind of another reference to that. Finn and Tama Tonga's team together. I think Finn Balor was actually the leader of Bullet Club. That's why for a while in WWE he had that Balor Club thing on his Titantron because he was the leader of Bullet Club, I believe. I think he led it. He led it for a while. So yeah, nice little New Japan reference over here. This was nice. That was it. Then Cody's in the back of Nick Aldis. A lot of backstage stuff tonight. Cody says, asks him if we're really doing this next week, this title match, and Nick says, yeah, that's the deal. Cody knew you were getting into, and Cody says, Sammy's been a wreck lately. His emotions are all over the place, and Sammy's right next to him listening. He hears everything. Cody says, they each gave each other one punch, and are we good? And Sammy says, I don't know. Are we good? He says, are we good? I've been a wreck lately. My emotions are all over the place, so I don't know. He's busy using Cody's words against him being a wise ass. I love it. Then he wishes Cody luck next week.
Mm-hmm.
Then, backstage, LA Knight's is being interviewed. LA Knight, the one who the fans want to win the big matches, I think he never does. LA Knight says, Bloodline's in the building, but more importantly, LA Knight's in the building. Yeah. He says Roman Reigns is a dumbass, and there's no way Jimmy's gonna do it on his own tonight. But then he says Jimmy isn't the one in the match. I think he botched there. He meant to say Jey Uso. He said he'll be wearing that King of the Ring crown right to the front door of Roman Reigns, where he'll stomp him out. And then we get to our main event, which I have to set up now.
Yeah.
All right. So, our main event. It is Finn Balor, main event Jey Uso, LA Knight, and Royce Keys. I actually thought Finn Balor was going to... What? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh. I actually thought Finn Balor was going to win this match because this was his first match back on SmackDown in years. This is the first time he's been a SmackDown star again in years. He got traded, I guess I said before, especially on SmackDown now. He's been on Raw now, Judgment Day for so many years now. This was his first match back on SmackDown in years, so I thought they were going to give it to Finn. Give him a big win on his first SmackDown back. But he did not win. That was my original prediction. I thought Finn was going to win it. Who the best choice would have been? Probably LA Knight, because how popular he still is. And honestly, after that Chris Van Vliet interview, I think that made him more popular. Because now everyone's talking about that.
Yeah.
So, boy, I thought I was gonna win the Finn. Who the best option probably would have been? LA Knight, but it was Jey Uso because this company's obsessed with singles push main event Jey Uso because he sells them Yeet merchandise, and whoever gives them money, they're high on.
Yeah.
They don't book the right winners. They book the ones that give them the most money. And the worst part, guess who he pinned? LA Knight. LA Knight took the pinfall. Of course. After all that trash talking on Monday on Raw, remember LA Knight with that promo with Jimmy Uso, all that trash talking about the bloodline, about how, you're my business now, I'm gonna end your family, all that stuff, just to get pinned by that family member, one member of that family. Isn't that kind of embarrassing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk trash about your family and then get pinned by someone in your family. That's crazy. So it was a fun match though. Just the winner was stupid. So yeah, Jey Uso pinned LA Knight. So Jay's in the semifinals now. Yay! Can't wait. Jeez.
Yeah.
But toward the end, toward the end, Jimmy Uso tries to interfere toward the end, but Finn Balor kind of wipes him out. Then Solo Sikoa gives Royce Keys a pep talk at ringside. but he accidentally distracts Royce because LNA hits him. And then yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the ring, and then Jade LNA. And the Usos celebrate ringside, and that's the end of the show. But so now the semifinal, now there's two semifinal matches for next week, the King of the Ring. Now it's Obafemi versus Dominic Mysterio on one side, then now it's Javon Evans versus Jey Uso on the other side. So the winners of those two matches will be in the final, the Night of Champions. Who I would want? Oba and Javon Evans. Who I think it's gonna be Oba and Jey Uso. I don't.
Yeah.
I swear, if we get Jey Uso versus Cody at SummerSlam, that sounds terrible. That sounds so boring.
Yeah.
I really hope it's Oba and Roman. Make it Oba and I'll have Oba win challenge Roman. Do the right thing. It's not that hard. I've seen another theory online I don't like too. I saw some people saying, what if Brock comes out on Monday and costs Oba and he gets pinned by Dominic Mysterio? I hope it doesn't happen either. I've seen people saying that online because Oba keeps calling out Brock, being like, "We're 1-1, we're 1-1." You know, you're too coward to show up to Raw. You're not showing up to work. And people were like, he's been trash talking Brock a lot. People think Brock's gonna F5 Oba and cost him, and then he's gonna get pinned by Dominic Mysterio, which is already bad enough. Then he also loses another match. Like, the one loss against Brock, it's fine. It's one loss. Like, you know, it shows that he's vulnerable and he's not unstoppable and stuff. Like, they're making him humanized because he can actually lose. That's fine. But losing two matches in the same month, like, you want to build this guy up, you can't do that. Like, the one loss to Brock is fine, but like, he should not lose again for a while after that. Build him up. That should be the only loss he has for a while. So I hope he doesn't lose to Dominic. Don't lose to Dominic. He needs to pin Dominic. Javon Evans needs to get a shock victory again and pin Jey, because he's also a new star they're building up. Like, he got the shock victory on the Fatal 4 on Monday. And you know, wouldn't it be cool if they give him a second shock victory in a row and he pinned Jey Uso? That'd be great. That's how you build a new star as well. Pin Jey Uso. Give him another shock win in the tournament. And then you know, then Javon Evans, I would say Javon Evans will have a really good tournament overall. He lose to Obafemi in the finals. He still got two shock victories before that. He'll be fine. I think I would say it'll be a good tournament for him if that happens. He had a good run in it. I mean, if he makes it to the finals, he's still having a match on pay-per-view. That's still a big deal, and he loses it. It's on pay-per-view. So, but yeah, that was the end of the show. Uso celebrated, and Jay's in the semifinals. Now, we get this match. The CM Punk news. Before we end this news is getting out of control crazy. I don't even know where to begin. It's a long news story. There's a lot. And you told me you didn't see this yet, right? Huh?
No.
Okay. So,
I'd say no.
there's the latest news about him that's going around. He's been off TV. He's been off TV since like the SmackDown after WrestleMania, and the actual news that was reported that was sent out that was being said months ago was that Punk's taking time off because he's a lot older than some of the people on the roster. So like when he has a long match, it takes him a lot longer to recover. So, and at Mania, he had that very long match at Roman, so he needs a while to recover. That's probably why he lost the belt, honestly. He probably wanted to take some time off. That's probably why, now looking back on it. That was the original story. Now, I think someone has made this up online and it became news. Apparently, I can't believe this is actually news right now. You ready to hear how stupid this sounds? Get ready. This sounds really stupid. People think that the reason why Punk is not on TV right now since Mania is because apparently he wanted AJ Lee to beat Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, and he was trying to pressure AJ Lee to convince the creative team to win at WrestleMania. He was trying to pressure his wife to have her win. And because AJ didn't win, CM Punk got mad at the company for not letting her win. Oh wait, there's more. It gets more stupid, right? It gets more stupid. And also people think that CM Punk apparently was asked by TKO to take a 50% pay cut, which is also not true because the original news story was that they're only asking smaller stars for pay cuts. They're not asking any of the top names to take pay cuts, like the top guys. One of those being CM Punk, like Punk, Roman, Seth. Like none of them are getting asked for pay cuts. Only the smaller stars are. So, but another for the story is also Punk got asked to take a 50% pay cut, and he said no, and he threatened legal action and threatened to go back to AEW. Are we serious right now? Is this actually news? Are we kidding right now? This might be the dumbest story I've seen all week. So yeah, that's the story. People think that he's mad at the creative team for not having his wife beat Becky at Mania, and they asked him to take a pay cut, and he threatened to take legal action and said no, and he wants to go back to AEW. Which, by the way, he literally said in an interview like a year ago. He literally said like a while back on a podcast, he said he hasn't talked to Tony Khan since the day he left AEW. Why would he go back? Why would he go back? He hasn't talked to Tony since the day he walked out of the company. He hasn't talked to him since. That was years ago. He hasn't talked to Tony in years. Why would he go back to Tony now? Also, like, look how long it took him to come back to WWE. Like after everything that happened in WWE, you think he's gonna make the same mistake again if AEW? He's not gonna make the same mistake twice. Yeah, he's not going back. I think some idiot fan online made this up and it became news. I think he's just taking time off. He wanted to take a rest. He was grinding that heavyweight title reign like full time every week. He wanted a break. He's older. He wants to take some time off. Like people forget he's not the young wrestler he used to be. He wants some time off. He's getting older now. He wants to take some time. Like I mean, look at when he comes out. You see, he has a full gray beard. He's getting up there in age. We're basically old, like the Wolverine movies, like Old Man Logan. He's basically Old Man Punk right now. He still got it though in the ring. I'm just saying he's getting up there in age. What was there I was going to say? I don't remember. I want something else, but I don't remember now. What was it? I forgot. I lost my train of thought. It was about Punk, but I don't remember now. Oh yeah, I remember now. Also, I think WWE saw like this story online, tried to shut up the rumors about it because literally on this show they announced that he's going to be part of a meet and greet next month for WWE. What a coincidence that they announced that today, right? It's now a funny coincidence. Funny timing, right?
Yeah.
I think they purposely announced that today to shut the story up about he's going back to AEW. I think they released that today just to shut people up about it. I don't think it was a coincidence they announced that today. I think that was intentional to shut them up. I think it was on purpose. I think they saw the AEW story of him going back online, so then they purposely, deliberately released that announcement today to shut people up about it. Just to be like, see guys, he's not going anywhere. He's still with us. So shut up now. He's still with us. Also, months ago, there was also a new story that they wanted to do Cody versus Punk for the belt at SummerSlam, for Cody's belt at SummerSlam. So, don't know if that's still happening, but yeah, maybe the King, the ring winner. If maybe it is old, but he challenges Roman, then Punk comes back and challenges Cody. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. Anyone but Jay. I'm sorry. Like singles push Jey Uso was fun while it lasted, but yeah, I'm over it. We don't need to see that again. It was a fun experiment, but it didn't work too well. They wanted to see if he would work as a single star. He's just better as a tag team wrestler. He's just a tag team guy. Some people just aren't good as a single star. Like he's just better. He's just better than Jimmy. Like they're the Usos. They're both better as the Usos. They're both better together than separate. At that point, like
Mm-hmm.
they're just not meant to be single star. They're just better together as a tag team. It's like the Young Bucks in AEW. I can never see Matt Jackson or Nick Jackson as a single star. Like they're the Young Bucks. They're forever gonna be a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the story. That's it. Just I wanted to talk about it because I've been seeing it all over like today, and yesterday. It's been all over. I just wanted to talk about it. That's the only real
Yeah.
news I'm seeing at the moment. So there's nothing else really to talk about. That's kind of it. So and before I end, anything you want to say?
Uh, I hope you like and subscribe and comment down below who you think's gonna win, King or Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, my prediction right now, I think it's gonna be Oba and Charlotte. This is my prediction. I think we're gonna get Oba Roman and Charlotte Rhea. Those are my current predictions as of right now.
Yeah. For
Just
me, it's
hope it goes.
Oba. For me, Oba and the other half of the Judgment Day, not Liv.
Raquel. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind Io winning it either. Because
Yeah.
honestly, Io challenging Rhea could be fun because their history as a tag team now. Rhea and Io as a tag team. They have a little history they could tell there for a good
Mm-hmm.
story. Io and Rhea could be fun too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's it. And also, Io and Rhea have had some pretty good one singles matches in the past. So they'll have a good match. But yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no pay per view or anything this weekend, so we'll be back Monday for Raw.
Yeah.
We actually record this one all one night this time, which I'm kind of glad we did actually, because I think man here doing something tomorrow morning anyway.
Yeah.
I think they want to do something tomorrow with us. I forgot what it was. It's I don't remember, but I think we're going out tomorrow morning for breakfast or something. So I'm kind of glad we
Hmm.
did this tonight. But yeah,
Oh, are we done recording?
I'm about to stop now. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
see you guys next time. Peace.
see you. See ya.